Hi, welcome to City Talk. I'm Michelle Bono, the assistant to the city manager for the city of Tallahassee. Now I have a question for you. What do Shands Hospital, Lockheed Martin, the Ritz-Carlton, and the city of Tallahassee have in common? Okay, I have to admit, I know it's a hard one. Well, they are all recipients of the prestigious Governor Sterling Award, which is the highest honor you can receive for organizational improvement. On today's show, we're going to talk about what is the Sterling Award, why is it important, and what does it mean to people in Tallahassee. But we're going to start by looking at a short video that explains a little bit about the city's underground utilities and the overall utilities departments that were recipients of this prestigious award.
To the City of Tallahassee Underground Utilities Department.
Assisting our customers is my favorite part of the job.
From sun up to sundown,
the city has you covered.
We are the vibrant and successful department you see today because of strategic plans implemented in 2008. The merger of 4 separate city-owned systems, water, wastewater, stormwater, and natural gas, brought together over 380 men and women who provide exceptional customer service on a daily basis. This merger was completed without the loss of a single employee position during the worst economic recession in recent history.
I'm very honored and at the same time very excited to accept this award on behalf of all the men and women in the underground utilities. They are by far the most gifted and innovative team that has the drive to consistently try new things and the ability to transcend all boundaries. This award affirms our commitment to provide best-in-class service to our customers and community.
We have been very fortunate
over the last few years to implement a number of technology solutions that have really changed the landscape of our organization.
Rewarding to sit there and be able to have an impact on people in their lives.
It's an honor to be the first public utility in the state of Florida to receive this prestigious award.
Congratulations to your own utilities. They go above and beyond for their customers, and it shows.
We appreciate this most coveted award. It demonstrates the technology and innovation we use here at the City of Tallahassee.
This is a great achievement, and it is a great validation for an organization that always strives to reach excellence in environmental sustainability.
We're elated to receive this recognition, which puts us on the roadmap as a role model in the utility industry.
The City of Tallahassee is so proud to be the recipient of this coveted award. Our Underground Utilities Department demonstrates every day that they are out to serve the people of this community.
I just want to let the customers know that we're going to go the extra mile for them no matter what.
And we take pride in the fact that, we keep the stuff where it needs to stay.
As a member of Underground Utilities,
I genuinely care about my customers and community.
I promise to provide professional services
in a financially and environmentally sound manner.
I will impress my customers
by giving smarter, faster, and better service.
Tallahassee Underground Utilities. We put the us in customer service.
The Florida Department of Transportation is teaming up with the City of Tallahassee to provide its toll-free 511 Traveler Information System. 511 offers real-time traffic reports on all of Florida's interstates, including I-10, toll roads, and other major metropolitan roadways. Travelers can call 511, visit fl511.com, register for My Florida 511 personalized services, or download the free 511 app on iTunes for traffic updates. Twitter users can also get the latest traffic info by following FL511 on Twitter. So buckle up, drive safely, and check 511 for FDOT's real-time traffic information.
Have a kit so you're ready for any emergency. Develop a plan for what you and your family will do before disaster strikes, and stay informed during severe weather any way you can.
Hi, welcome back to City Talk. On today's show, we're talking about the Governor's Sterling Award, And we have two very prestigious guests on our show today. It is my pleasure to introduce first Dion Geiger. She's the Executive Director of the Florida Sterling Council, and Joe Cheatham, who is our Manager of Wastewater Treatment Operations for the City of Tallahassee. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I know that there will be some people that say, gosh, I've heard of this. I don't think anybody understands what a huge accomplishment this is. So Dion, tell us first, what is the Governor Sterling Award?
Well, the Governor Sterling Award is based on a national criteria for performance excellence, which is out of the National Malcolm Baldrige Quality Award Office, and it's a standards for performance excellence that are evidence-based, and it is a management system for driving performance excellence. It's been around since 1987 at the national level. And in Florida, under Governor Lawton Chiles, we adopted the criteria in the process, and we founded the Florida Sterling Council, which oversees the Governor Sterling Award. It's been around since 1992. Wow. And we've given out awards for the last 23 years. This will be our 24th year of existence. But it is really a management criteria that a lot of it is common sense. It really is about how you manage and how you drive performance. But you have to have processes and systems in place to drive those systems to get the results you're looking for and drive things such as customer satisfaction and good financial return on investment. And so the criteria is a system where, again, it's nationally vetted and it's evidence-based. If you do all these things, you will get those results. So
well, let me ask you, when we talk about the kinds of companies that win, I mean, a lot of those that we talked about, the Ritz-Carlton, Lockheed Martin, Disney, they're not government entities. How unusual is it? I mean, do you get about how many kind of government versus
in Florida, we have a little bit more government than probably other organizations because we are headquartered in Tallahassee and we are part of the governor's office as a not-for-profit. It started really big time in manufacturing and in the service sector. It's moved on to healthcare and education and government. It's basically been an evolving system of under organizations really embracing the criteria, understanding that it works for them as well. Again, it started off as a very much a business model, saying how do you drive performance in a manufacturing environment? And then we said if it works in manufacturing and works in service organizations as well, why can't it work across the board? So again, we had Motorola as a winner, we had Lockheed Martin, we've had organizations such as Boeing that went through the process. Then we had the Ritz-Carltons that went through the process.
And now we have the
city of Tallahassee,
okay.
Right. So it's really come full circle with a lot of organizations.
Well, and Joe, tell me a little bit. I know this has been a years-long process. Why did Underground Utilities decide to take on this challenge? Because I would tell you from what I've seen, it is a huge challenge. It's a huge undertaking.
It is a huge challenge, and it's been an awesome experience. And actually, it's taken longer than a year to go through this process. Actually, we've been working on this for 7 years.
Wow.
We've been through working with the Sterling criteria now for almost 5 years. So it's a journey, and it's something that we were trying to strive because we have a vision statement for our utility that we want to set the standard for excellence. We don't want to just be an average utility. We want to be one of the best utilities. And you heard Dion say the criteria and the companies that won this award, we felt like that we were good enough, and so we said, let's go for it.
Well, and I mean, I'm proud to say we were really proud of all the recognition our utilities have received. They've been named the #1 utilities in the nation. I mean, we've got a pretty good track record. What was it about this competition, I say competition, this recognition that made it such an achievement to strive towards?
Well, as you know, to be a role model is something that you can hang your hat on, something to be very, very proud of. And I just love the Sterling language which says you're a role model after winning this award. And it's really not an award, it's recognition for all the hard work. We have over 361 highly engaged, motivated employees who really worked hard to have performance excellence. We have a culture of continuous improvement. We looked at the Sterling criteria and we saw that we're doing a lot of these things. But there's some things that we weren't doing, so we had to go. We had to roll up our sleeves and get to work and do a lot of improvement to meet the criteria. But it's such a huge achievement because it takes so long and it's such hard work. It's like the Super Bowl, you know, when they're hoisting that trophy. It's not about that trophy that they're holding up.
It's about the work.
It's about the work
that
went into that.
Right. It's a journey.
So let's talk a little bit about some examples. What are some things that people could see that say, oh yeah, I see that you guys are doing this or doing that? How would a customer know? What's the kind of things we've done that customers might see?
Well, a couple of real quick things that I can point out is we kind of leverage technology to do a lot of things through computers and our cell phones. We have this instant alert program for our customers they sign up for. As soon as we have a loss of service of water or electric, gas, or wastewater, they're alerted instantly. and they get that alert on their phone, and they're told when the outage is how long it's going to last, and when the service will be restored. And that's just been a huge win for our customers. They're really excited about that. I've been across the state of Florida. I can't see anybody else doing something like that. Another thing that I think Dion's had some experience with is we have automatic meter readers or meters that read our meters for us, and we monitor your service around the clock. So if you have a water leak or something in your house and high usage, we see it right away. We'll give you a call.
Well, that's
In fact, that just happened to me.
She's going to say we set it up for this show.
Right, I know, and this did not happen as a result of winning the award. I can tell you that.
But tell us your experience, because you are a City of Tallahassee customer.
I am a customer, and obviously we do experience. I think we have a very good experience with the City of Tallahassee as a resident, and I've really enjoyed that. And I know I have good quality drinking water that I'm not afraid to drink, and in fact I brag about the city's drinking water around the state because it is a very high standard for water quality. But the other day, we had an employee come up to the door, knock on the door, and say, well, you have a water leak, and we found the water leak in your yard. And of course, as soon as we know we have a water leak, we don't want to waste the water. Plus, we figured it was going to be on our bill. So, but they had already not only identified the water leak through their surveillance system, which is a very good system, but they were able to come to our house, identify where the leak occurred, so we weren't having to find it ourselves. And we were able to get a plumber out the same day to get it fixed. And then this very same day, we also got an email message telling us, but the city was already out there on top of it, told us about it, and the employee who came and helped us was very professional, very cordial, very gracious, and just customer-oriented. And I think that comes across when you have, when you have good service. That service comes across every single day with every employee who's out there serving the citizens.
A lot of improvements we've made through the Sterling process last for a long time. It's not just for today and tomorrow, it's for generations to come. I think about the Wakulla Springs, how we've improved our wastewater system, to provide a high quality water to spring and protect that gem of our community.
And met all the milestones they had for us ahead of time, right.
And we're very, very proud of that. And, I think about, having the best tasting drinking water in the state of Florida that we just won recently. We competed with over 100 utilities. And it's just not just the best tasting. What did it go in to be the best tasting drinking water? There's a lot of processes that were there to make that the best tasting drinking water.
Now, Dion, tell me a little bit about what's the process. So, what does any organization have to do? They submit their information?
Well, what they have to do is, if you're going for a Governor Sterling Award, you must submit a 50-page written application. Once you submit the application, we train volunteer examiners each year around the state of Florida, and we basically put together about 150 to 200 examiners on a yearly basis that are trained in the criteria and are certified examiners. Once the city submitted or any organization submits, we then turn that application over to a team of examiners, and they go through a very systematic process. It starts with them each individually reviewing the application and providing comments. They get together and spend 2 days around consenting on what they see as the strengths and opportunities. And then after a period of about a month, they come on site and they actually do a site visit. And their goal is to reach as many employees as they can, talk to all the key leadership, and to really understand what is the city doing, what are their processes and their approaches, how well deployed are they, and the deployment is not only with the systems, but how much do the employees, are they aware of what's going on. And then we look at the continuous improvement and learning. Are they continuing to improve, or are they just keeping things the way they are? And then how integrated is what they're doing, because that's really an important piece. What you're doing in one part of underground utilities, is it really a fully integrated system that leadership is involved and all the employees are involved, or is it in silos? And what we look for is a very integrated management approach. And so that's what the team is looking at. I know they interviewed over 100 employees total. They spent a week. They created a feedback report. Once that feedback report is created, it does get through a quality assurance review in our office, and then it goes to an independent panel of judges that is appointed by the council, and the judges basically are the ones that determine who the role model organizations are. And we have a very prestigious panel of judges, one that has been with the process from the beginning, who is part of even establishing the criteria at the national level. And it is a vetted, and again, another systematic approach to how you really determine who those role model organizations are.
I know one thing, our city commission, definitely the city manager, we have an organizational priority in the city of customer service is our business. Right. Joe, I know that's huge in utilities. Right. How did this award prompt us to do more for customer service?
Well, we've had that, the customer service is our business for a long time, but we want to take it to a higher level. We didn't just want to say, we think we know what the customer wants and we're providing that service. We wanted to hear the voice of the customer. We wanted to have relationships with them and make sure that we're providing the service that they want from us. And so the Sterling criteria and the Sterling process really gets deep into that relationship between customers and the utilities, so that we can make sure that whatever their needs are, that we're going to meet those.
And that's one of the things I will tell you when the team was here 2 years ago with the challenge process, which was it's not a Governor Sterling Award, but it is another assessment process that isn't competitive, but it does give you that feedback. Both years the teams were able to go out there and really talk about the engaged employees and the engaged workforce. And the city also, I mean, the utilities also put in place something they called the Credo, and that Credo was so important, where they could talk to the employees and they could share in their own words what that meant to them. And it was about serving the customers with the highest integrity and commitment to the environment and commitment to the service. And that came across loud and clear when they interviewed employees, that they understood and they really internalized that as how they do business. Right.
And employees also, they understand our mission. They make that we make sure that the employees every day, they know what they're doing fits with our mission of providing a better quality of life for our citizens.
Right. Well, I want to thank you both. I know this is a huge accomplishment. It's a long process to get there. I understand it's continuous, and it also is such a focus on best in class. So congratulations, Joe, to you and the city and the team. And Dion, thank you for your many years of service.
And we're very proud of the city. This is great to have a recipient in our own backyard here in Tallahassee. Thank you.
Thank you both for being on our show. When we come back, we're going to talk to some of those employees and learn more about their commitment to customer service and to you, our customers. Stay with us.
It's flashing lights up there. What should I do?
You should stop, look, and listen.
I should what?
You should stop. This is a mid-block crossing. When the lights are flashing, someone wants to cross. So we have to let the pedestrians go. We have to stop.
Okay, so you're saying I should stop. Crossing time. Oh.
Exactly. Or you could stop in the name of lights before you break my heart. Think it over.
Visit talgov.com.
Hi, welcome back to City Talk. On today's show, we're talking about the Governor Sterling Award and what that means for people in Tallahassee. We talked earlier about the process, but now we want to talk to some of the employees very much involved in that process. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you Blas Gomez. He is the manager of the Water Utilities Engineering, and Morris Riley, who is an Underground Utilities Technician 2. Welcome to the show, both of you all.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
Now, Blas, when we say underground utilities, tell us just briefly, what does that mean?
Underground utilities refers to water, sewer, stormwater, and gas utilities. We call them underground because most of those pipes are underground, and that's why we call them underground utilities. We have combined those with pump stations and all those type of things to deliver those services to the customer.
Well, and I would tell you, from most of our customer perspectives, we don't even think about that. We can't see it. We don't think about it until there's a problem. And then I'm calling Morris.
Oh, yes.
Now, tell us a little bit. Morris, what do you do in your job?
We're underground utility in the construction part of the sewer. We maintain the sewage system, make sure that the sewage leaves the customer house and doesn't return.
Right. That's important. Okay, and Blas, how about your job?
I work in the engineering division. I design and build those pipes, pump stations that provide the service to the customer, that we make sure that we have sufficient capacity and sufficient service that our customers enjoy the best quality of life.
Now, Blas, I know that related to this prestigious Sterling Award, you authored the strategic plan, you were kind of the lead on some of this. How can we as customers kind of see the impact of Sterling on the services we receive?
Well, the customer can see it in different ways, but we have Sterling, as Joe on the onset earlier, is a whole management system. And what we do is we have now a culture of process improvements in our department. And we apply different methods that we learned through Sterling to improve those services to the customers. For example, our complaint management system, it was something that through those years that we went through the Sterling process, we made improvements to those. We now have a centralized system where we can get to the customer quicker.
Okay.
We can find the root of the problem quicker, and we can eliminate problems quicker. So our customers can see that we now can deliver a faster and better service to them.
Okay. And when we're talking about those key services you rely on, like water and sewer, you want those things fixed fast.
We want, yeah, we all do.
I understand
because
that.
I'm also like I'm a city customer,
Right.
so I want those services also to be, the best quality.
Now, one of the things that I understand is that there's a lot of things that we were doing, and Sterling kind of helped us make them better. Now, Morris, I know you were involved with this process called pipe bursting.
Yes.
Now, probably people in the business understand that, but for those of us who aren't in the business, what is pipe bursting? Sounds like you're blowing stuff up.
Not really blowing it up, but in order for me to talk about pipe bursting, I must first talk about the way that we used to do it, which is called open trenching. That's where we were like digging a hole from our sewage main all the way over to the customer's connection area, and we would remove the sidewalk and sometimes even portions of the driveway. And in doing that there, we were, so to say, had the roads and congested where customers didn't have easy access to their homes.
Right.
And so we were to come up with an ideal, another method, a way of doing what we were doing to make it better. And we as an organization came up with pipe bursting.
Okay, how does that work?
The pipe bursting process works as we dig a pit in the customer's yard where their connection is, and one over the sewer main out in the street. And we place a cable through the old pipe, and it's a pipe bursting head on the tail end of that there, where we connect the new pipe to it, and we basically use a hydraulic machine that pulls that cable, which pulls the new pipe through the old pipe. And as it's being pulled through there, the pipe bursting head is breaking up that old pipe, which allows that new pipe to lay in that same trench line.
Okay, so the impact on the customer is you don't have your whole yard torn up.
They don't have the whole yard torn up, and those trees that they planted out there are still there.
Right.
And sidewalks are still there, and it's less activity going on that street. We don't have to have as many trucks there, and doing that there is environmentally safe.
Right.
And it's better for the customer, and that's what they want to see.
Now, I know as part of the Sterling Award, you all presented that as a showcase, as one of the examples. Tell us a little bit about that. Was that a pretty exciting process for you all?
It was exciting, and it was challenging also.
Right.
We had different people coming in helping us with getting it started, and we had a ball with it. You know, we enjoyed showcasing what we do every day to a group of people who never seen it done.
Right.
We didn't do a live demo of it, but we
right. You didn't burst any pipes.
No, we didn't burst any
right.
pipes.
Good.
But we had the materials up there to show what we did do.
Well, and Blas, when they come in to evaluate, I know they talked about it's a week of talking to more than 100 employees. Right. How do you prepare for that? We talked about this is a 5-year, 7-year process to get there. How do you prepare?
Well, we have one thing that we did that we learned through Sterling was to work together closer as a group, as a team. And this was participation from all employees at all levels of the organizations.
Right.
So in preparation for that, we met with our employees in several occasions. Many of the things that were in place already, they help us prepare to show it to the examiners when they came to the site. Many of the things we actually were more learning from our own employees to be able to present to the examiners.
Right.
Like Joe said earlier, we've been doing this thing for a long time. It was a matter of coming together in preparation for the site visit and show them to the examiners.
One of the things that I'm impressed with Sterling is that it focuses a lot on measurements. It's not enough to say, oh, we did a good job. You have to be able to show how'd you used to do it, what'd you change, how did you improve. How has that helped us continue to get better?
The results, because one thing that is key in Sterling is how you compare with other organizations.
Okay.
Not only, like you saying, we have to show results, but we also have to show what we call benchmark data to see where we are in comparison to other organizations. In top level organization, high performing organization, we have to compare with the best in class and see how we're doing. And we have to demonstrate to our results that in fact we are meeting or exceeding those high level performing organizations in order to be able to get the recognition that we did. In some cases, we even use data from other Malcolm Baldrige Award winners to compare ourselves against them. So we have to demonstrate that we are a best in class for that organization.
Now, I know we talked a little bit before about using technology. Tell me a little bit about how you guys use technology, because that's, I mean, things are changing so rapidly.
Technology is, I'm sorry to interrupt you, no, technology is engraved in our system. We are, when I use the word blessed, with the leadership that we have in our organization as a city as a whole, from the city commission to the city administration, the city manager, our assistant city manager, the support that we have for our employees and for ourselves to use technology is amazing. We feel empowered to try new things and new technology to benefit our customer. For example, we have laptops in our trucks to go talk to the customers. Well, we are evolved from the laptop to the iPads, to the tablets. Now our crews can physically take the tablet and go and talk to the customer, even in the living room. It's like you bring your office.
And you can show them.
And you can show them where they are, what the problem is, what the potential solution is. And the customer really enjoy having that now, that visual in their own home, as opposed to having to come to the office to see all of that.
Okay, last question for you both, and I'm going to start with you, Morris. When you think about this personally, because I know how much time you all have invested in this, what's it mean to you as a member of this community, as a member of the city team? How important was this to you personally?
Well, it was very important to me, knowing that I myself had hands-on in doing this here, and I brought something to the table. It makes me feel proud about it. It makes me feel proud to be a part of the organization itself.
Okay, and how about you, Blas?
Pride, I think that we pride been identified, designated one with companies, like you said earlier, with, Ritz-Carlton,
the best of the best.
Best of the best.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tremendous achievement, and it made me really proud to belong to this organization, being the best in class, being recognized at that, and the quality of co-workers and leadership that we have in our organization it makes me really proud to belong to this organization.
Well, I can tell you both, we are very proud of you all and the entire team from Underground and all of our utilities that have helped us earn this prestigious recognition. I know it's a huge task, so thank you all for sharing those stories. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Michelle, for having us.
And so we talk about what's it mean to us as customers. It means you get better service. It means that you can count on these people to deliver quality services to you every day. So please join me in congratulating our Underground utilities and all of our city utilities for being best in class with winning this prestigious Governor Sterling Award. Thanks for watching this edition of City Talk.